Welcome back to the Missouri Southern Coaches Show. Dimitri and I are now joined by junior punter Cory Mitchell. First of all, thanks for being here. Before we really get started, is it maybe a little bit odd having your teammate next to you, getting ready to ask you some tough questions maybe?
Yeah, but I mean, Meech is a great guy, so it doesn't surprise me at all that he's doing, something cool like this.
Absolutely.
So.
And Mitchell, I know you both on and off the field. What does a punter do in their free time, whether that's on our Thursdays on our off day, or maybe like tomorrow on a Monday? And what do you do during practice during that free time as well?
So a big thing with that, I mean, it's kind of similar to, I imagine, other positions. We really just try to stay off our feet. Just trying to rest our legs, keep our legs as fresh as possible so that I can, get the maximum distances on Saturdays. And that's the same with that practice. I can't just go out there and simply kick for 3 hours, 2 hours straight. I mean, I would hurt myself. So I have to, really try and get quality reps and then know when to stop and know when I need to just sit down, maybe do some stretches, do some drops, anything but just kicking for 2 hours straight.
And you're quite the golfer as well. Do you think that golfing has any correlation to your punting game as well?
Oh yes. I say this all the time. It's weird how similar they are, like just with certain things, especially with punting. Trying to get different balls to spin different ways and bounce. And just the way the focus is on how you want everything to be the exact same. You want the motion to be the exact same, and the mental side of golf is also pretty similar to punting. You try and just eliminate the distractions and just hit the ball you know how to hit. So
absolutely, I can see how there's a lot of correlations there, especially the mental game of it too. And another correlation, you were a soccer player in high school, I think two-time all-district performer. I mean, obviously there's a ton of correlation going from soccer to punting. I mean, how do you think your time as a high school soccer player kind of helped prep you for punting in the MIAA?
I mean, that's where I got the leg from. I started playing soccer when I was really young. I think my dad was actually a soccer ref for some professional leagues, and I was always around soccer, and I played it from a young age, and that's where I got the leg from. So
absolutely, and your leg was pretty busy on Saturday. 6 punts against Pittsburgh State for a total of 224 yards with a long of 56. A lot of people see the punts, but they might not know the full process of what goes into preparing and executing each kick. Do you have a particular process, maybe routine, that you go through before each and every punt?
No, not really. So me and my long snapper, Caden, we do a lot of work on the sideline. That's usually what we're doing. While the offense has the ball, we're just usually getting extra reps, making sure everything's dialed. But for me personally, I try to just think about as little as possible. I mean, obviously I'm thinking about, where we're at on the field, whether I'm trying to hit a flip-flop punt that's going to go 35 yards and try and pin them inside the 10, or if we're pretty backed up and I'm just trying to hit a spiral turnover ball that's going to just try and go over 45 yards is what I'm usually shooting for. But when I actually go out there, I'm trying not to think. I try to get rid of the distractions, keep my mind clear, and just do what I need to do.
And you kind of mentioned that mental process. As a player, I always see you guys, whether it was kind of Saturday where we're kind of down, offense has 3 and outs, you guys are always positive. You're always with each other, you're always cheering on a team. How do you guys do that so consistently?
Because we just know that, I was talking to Coach Myers one day. I always tell him, I'm like, hey man, I got your back. Like I'm your 4th down quarterback. I'll always have your back. I'm trying to put the defense into a good spot, and to where hopefully in the field position game it'll come back and get you guys better field position on your guys' next drive. So.
And I know, we're focusing on special teams right now, but the defense also with some big moments in this one and it's a few big-time individual performances. Taking a look at some of the numbers. Dimitri, I'll toss this one over to you. Who kind of had a standout game on defense from your perspective?
From my perspective, Zach Bergman. Zach Bergman really stood out to me. Bergman led the way with 14 total tackles and a PBU that could have been taken all the way to the house. McKee seconded that effort with 7 total tackles coming all the way from the secondary. The front 7 for the Lions made their mark on the day, as well as tallying up 3 total TFLs from multiple Lions. And Mitchell, just before we sent it to break, I have one question for you. Ryan has a question for you. What is your handicap in golf? And would you say that you're the best golfer on the team?
I'm definitely not the best golfer on the team. I actually don't know who that is. I know Ike's pretty good. I've heard Phoenix is pretty good. The quarterback, there's some good golfers in that quarterback room. We're always competing with them. But my handicap is anywhere from 9 to 11, anywhere in that area. I'm gonna try. This summer. I'm gonna dial it in and see how low I can get it. But yeah, golf is great.
Hey, 9 to 11, that's not too shabby for a handicap. That's pretty solid.
Not bad.
All right, well, thanks for being here, Mitchell. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. It is time now to head to break, but when we return, Demetri and I will once again be joined by head coach Atiba Bradley, taking a look at the upcoming matchup against the Central Oklahoma Broncos. Stay tuned.